What is your name?
My name is Rosella Grandia Tara.
Rosella. How
Yes, ma'am.
old are you?
I am 36 years old.
Single or married?
I'm married.
With how many children?
Well, I have no children.
How long you get married?
7 years.
7 years.
Yes, ma'am.
So did you check the problem is from you or from your husband?
My husband don't want, but I already checked by myself.
Mm-hmm.
But he don't want to check himself, so I don't know.
But anyway, you don't have any problem about your health. It's good.
Yes, ma'am.
Or maybe the problem is from your husband. So he want to hide it. He doesn't want to check it.
Maybe I don't know, ma'am.
Okay, anyway, it's not the point. Rosalie, do you have any working experience as a helper?
Yes, ma'am. I have a long time experience as a domestic helper here and only in the Philippines.
Mm-hmm.
And then now I have 2 employer working as helper also, but I stay outside. I'm just going to work when they ask me to work with their house.
So about the before, do you have any stay in
Yes, ma'am, I have.
job
Yes, ma'am. I
as a
have.
helper?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you share some share this experience to me?
I work as a domestic helper when I was single. I take care of the child. I teach her as English from English to Tagalog, and because she's from Korea.
Oh.
She's that time she is only 5 years old, and then I am the one who send and pick her to school,
Mm-hmm.
and then I do the household. Also, I'm cleaning and washing. And the first time when I stay in their house, I'm not cooking because I don't know how to work to do their food. And then I start only learning, watching how she did it. And then after a few months, I do the cooking.
Mm-hmm.
And because she believed that I can do it,
Yeah.
I do the iron. I do the cleaning the house also and washing.
Then after that,
And then also
how long you working for this employer?
I worked there as 5 years, almost 5 years.
So what's the age of the child since you start to work for them?
She's coming 5 years old, and then I left them. Supposed to be I will get married, so I left them. She's 9 years old already.
Uh-huh. So after this employer,
After that employer, I have another employer also. They are Filipino Chinese. I worked their house almost 3 years. For the first time, I do the household. I wake up in the morning at 5 a.m. I prepare their food. I prepare their school needs and take a bath of the 5-year-old child, and then I send them to the school. Then I come back to house. I do the cleaning, the washing, and then cooking. And then before lunch, I come back to school and then give them food. And then after I go back, the time I do some work that I left. And then afternoon, I also feed them. Then give them food, and then send to tutor. Then together with them coming home, and after that preparing their needs before go to school tomorrow.
at the night time, you will
Yes, ma'am.
prepare.
Yes, ma'am.
So how many children you will take care?
I take care of the 2 children.
What's the age?
The time the child is 5 years old, and the other one is 8 years old. Mostly I focus on the 5 years old.
The 5 years old.
Yes.
Did you bring the child to the park or to do some exercise? Or
We are not going to the park because the parents does not allow, because they are Filipino Chinese.
So they are very concerned about the safety.
Yes, ma'am.
Maybe will keep them
Yes,
by
ma'am.
somebody.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you are quite strong. You can like a bodyguard.
Thank you.
Rosella, Rosalie,
Okay.
working in Hong Kong as a helper, you know, it's not an easy job.
Yes.
Especially the employer, they are very demanding. They are always shouting.
Yes.
The elderly is always speak in a high voice. So if you have the chance to work in Hong Kong,
Yes, ma'am.
the employer always say your job is not satisfied, always angry with you, and the elderly always shouting to you in a high voice in front of a lot of people.
I have nothing to do. I cannot fight them because they are my employer. They have the right, and then I just only need to follow and then listen what they say. If it's my fault, I will apologize. Even though it's not my fault, I will still apologize to them.
Yes, that's correct. Even this is your mistake or not,
Yes,
you
yes.
still need to apologize.
Yes, ma'am.
Because if you don't say sorry, they will say, why you don't say sorry? If you always say sorry, then they will say sorry, no use. But you still need to say sorry.
Yes, ma'am.
This
Yes,
is the way of the employer.
Yes, ma'am.
Anyway, I know you can do the job.
Yes, ma'am.
If
Thank
you really want, if you really use your heart and your mind to your job, I think this is not a hard job. No technique. Just use your heart to
Yes,
do the job.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Follow all the rules and arrangement from the employer.
Yes,
Also very important. For example, about the holiday arrangement, you need to follow them.
Yes, ma'am.
Your day off, your rest day, don't ask for what day is your holiday. You must always follow only.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
And also you cannot ask for the employer which day is your holiday.
Yes, ma'am.
And the holiday you cannot go out early than 9 o'clock, and you must come back to the house before 8 o'clock.
Yes, ma'am.
And the holiday, suppose you should not work for the employer because you have the 24 hours to take a rest. So the holiday, even you have the 24 hours to take a rest, but I will share my advice to you. You still need to work for the employer before you go out from
Yes,
the
ma'am.
house, and
Yes,
also you go back to the house. You do the simple housework for the employer.
Yes, ma'am.
If they need you to take care of the children or the baby, you also assist them to take care.
Yes.
So the cell phone, when you're working, you must concentrate to the job. So that's why you off
Yes,
the
ma'am.
cell phone and put it on the table, because the employer, they will monitor by the through the webcam. Only you can use when you finish all the job at the night time, you take a rest, you ask the permission from the employer before you want to use. You ask, oh mom, sir, can I use my cell phone?
Yes, ma'am.
If they say yes, then you use. If they say no, cannot use. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
But I'm sure when you're holiday or day off, you can whole day, full days, you can use your cell phone, because this is your time to communicate with your family. But at the night time, even the employer allow you to use, but don't take over more than 1 hour, because you still need to wake up early in the morning to do the housework.
Yes.
So just about 1 hour is enough for you.
Yes, ma'am.
It's okay.
It's okay for me.
Can you promise the employer you will not use the cell phone when you're working?
Yes, ma'am.
Say something.
Yeah. To my future employer, hello. Please choose me because I am working person. I'm loving. I'm also caring, and then I promise to follow the rules and regulation of your family. I will take care of your family as mine, and then I follow everything you wanted to do with me, and then I promise that I will be honest in everything I do.
Rosella 咧，佢咧就36歲，結咗婚好多年，7年，但係咧都冇生 BB。咁佢 check 過佢自己係健康冇問題嘅。咁 所以佢老公一路都唔肯去 check 就係咁解啦啊。咁啊，佢咧喺菲律賓咧本土咧都有好多嘅工作經驗嘅，關於女傭嘅啊，有做家務啦，有照顧細路仔啦。咁好似佢自己話齋，佢就算韓國嘅細路仔佢都有幫手照顧啦。初頭唔識煮嘅，佢又去學啦。咁所以咧，我同佢個大家個 presentation 去睇去聽咧，我覺得佢都會係有一個 fast learner 啦。只要佢有心去做咧，佢有心去學咧，一啲都唔會難到佢嘅。所以喺呢度我都會好推介咧，俾要照顧細路仔嘅家庭啊，做家務啊、煮飯啊。雖然佢係未煮過中國餸，但係我相信佢都會好容易學得到。咁啊，大家可以俾個機會佢嚇，唔好覺得佢未出過外就做唔到。但係我好相信佢係一個fast learner，佢好快就可以 fulfill 到啊僱主你哋嘅要求。Okay, I hope I can see you soon in Hong Kong soon. Bye.
Thank you, ma'am. Bye.